Hi guys, it's a pleasure to have you once more. Today I'm going to take you through how to prepare sumptuous and nutritious porridge. So in front of us we have finger millet. I'm going to wash it, and I also have sorghum, whole wheat, and amaranth seeds. So those are the ones I'm going to wash. There are still other ingredients. But then, so first we'll just start by showing you how to wash these ones, and then we'll proceed to the next ones. I have added some water to my finger millet. Yeah, as you can see, most of the dirt are up. So I'm going to swirl it, and then I'll pour out the dirt on top, and then remain with the finger millet. Most of the dirt also, stones and other dirt, you'll realize they'll settle at the bottom of my basin. So if you realize your water is still dirty, you can add in some more water so that your grain is clean. The next thing, I'm going to remove my finger millet and put in the other clean basin. Just slowly. Ensure you don't touch the bottom because most of the dirt normally settle at the bottom. You can shake it. As you can see, the dirt I'm talking about at this side, you can see the small stones, the small particles there, quite a lot. This majorly you get from the grains you buy in the market. Yeah, so I'll pour the extra water, and then uh, I'll remove the remaining grain, ensuring I don't touch the stones. My finger millet is now pretty clean, you can see. The next thing is to air it. Next, we are going to wash our sorghum. Here you can see it, so I'm just going to add in water. This is after adding in water. Most of the chaff will come on top, just like the one for the finger millet. So I'm going to drain the water plus the chaff, and then I remain with my sorghum. My sorghum is pretty clean, so I've just done I've repeated the procedure I did for the finger millet. I'll do the same for my amaranth seed and even for my wheat. Next we have our amaranth seed. I don't know if you can have a clear view of it. They are quite tiny. Yeah, so I'll add in water and wash it. Some more water. My amaranth is ready, quite clean now. You may need to use sieve because the amaranth seeds are quite tiny. Finally, we have our wheat. So my wheat is ready, pretty clean as you can see. I have sun-dried my grains for about 5 to 6 hours, and this is the result. So the first one, we have our whole wheat, so dry. It is well dried. And then we have our sorghum. And then we have our finger millet. And finally, we have our cassava. It had been peeled, washed, and sliced into these shapes. So I also had to dry them, but they had been earlier dried. The next thing I'm going to do is to fry my amaranth seed under low heat. So my pan is ready. I'll add in my amaranth seed. So you keep turning. When the amaranth seeds start popping up, then it will be ready. The reason I do this is so that my ingredients don't get spoiled. They can stay for some time without getting spoiled. So after about 5 minutes, our amaranth seeds will be ready. As I said, they normally pop up like popcorns, but you don't have to wait for that. After 5 minutes, you will just see it will be it will be good to go. Yeah, so this is enough. The next thing we are going to fry the soybeans. I've washed them. So I'm just be turning. I normally fry them. If I have groundnuts, I mix at this point. I normally fry the soybeans together with groundnuts. Today we just do our soybeans. So we just keep it for some time. If they start turning brown, then it will be ready. We don't have to eat for long. They began to turn brown. It's 3 minutes down the line. So it doesn't take much time. So you keep turning and it will be ready. They're already looking nice. My soybeans are ready. I'm then going to mix in my ingredients together. So already I have added the millet to sorghum. The next thing I'm going to add is the amaranth seed. And then we have sesame seeds. These ones I had already washed earlier and even dried them in the sun. And after that, I pan fried them. So I'll add my sesame seeds. The next thing I'm going to add is soybeans. And then I'm going I'm going to add in pumpkin seeds. As you can see, these ones also I had sun dried and then also pan fried. Yeah. so they were ready. Then you add cassava. And finally, I will add some little cardamom to spice it. I'll then mix it so that it's all mixed up. So it's all mixed, well mixed. So I'll just take it now to the portion mill for milling. At this point, I'm going to prepare my porridge. So I'm going to add 2 cups of water. I'll heat it under medium heat, even as I make my paste. And then at this point, I'm going to add 8 tablespoons of my porridge flour to 1 cup of water. So I've added my 8 tablespoons of porridge flour. I'll just swirl it until my flour is well mixed. So now, as you can see, my flour is well mixed, and the posho did a good job. As you can see, I forgot to say I used cold water to make my paste. I'm going to add it now to my heated water. My water is heated up. It doesn't have to boil to boiling point. Let me add my paste. So I've added my paste. I'll just be swirling it until I get a perfect consistency. So depending on the thickness you want, you will just continue. Depending on the thickness you want, you can add water if it's too thick, and if it's a good one, it's still fine. You don't have to add water. So I'll keep stirring it. As you can see, it's getting thicker. I feel it's rather thick, so I'll add in some cold water, or you can even use warm. And you keep stirring. After stirring for some time, I'll now allow it to heat to boiling point. You can feel free to add any sweetener of your choice. I'll add jaggery, 2 tablespoons that is, and swirl even as it boils. So approximately within 10 minutes, you should be able to prepare your porridge. So I'm going to let it cool and then serve. Guys, my porridge is ready and it tastes sweet, just like it looks sweet. and very nutritious. And somebody may be wondering where I've used so many ingredients in this porridge, but they're very important for the health of our body. And so I'll just share briefly some of the importance of the ingredients. Why use cassava? Cassava supports heart health as it is low in fat and has potassium that also regulates the blood pressure. It is also rich in resistant starch that improves the gut health. Amaranth seeds are a good source of calcium and phosphorus, which are important for bone health. And did you know that it is also a complete protein, making it a valuable source of protein, especially for vegetarians and vegans? Sesame seeds has healthy fats like omega-6 fatty acids that helps improve the heart health. It also contains antioxidants such as sesamin and sesamol that help protect against cell damage and chronic disease. How about pumpkin seeds? Pumpkin seeds has zinc, vitamin E, and iron that aid in strengthening the immune system. Did you know that pumpkin seeds can also improve sleep? That may be new. Yes, it is, because it has amino acid called tryptophan that help the body produce melatonin and serotonin. Whole wheat flour contains all parts of the grain, the bran, germ, and endosperm. So it's packed with essential nutrients like fiber, vitamins, especially B vitamin, the minerals, and also antioxidants. Whole wheat also improves metabolism and energy as it contains complex carbohydrates that provide sustained energy and support also the metabolic health. Finger millet is an excellent source of calcium, iron, dietary fiber, and amino acids. So it's highly recommended for growing children and even the elderly. And finally, for sorghum, it's rich in protein and antioxidants and fiber, and it is also naturally gluten free. Yeah, so those are just but a few health benefits of the ingredients I used. These are wholesome and healthy porridge recommended for growing babies and even for adults. So enjoy your porridge, even as it nourishes your body. Thank you for watching till the end. Remember to subscribe. Bye.